So let's see what is water padding. Padding is by filling the cargo tank after loading an associated piping system with a liquid, gas, or vapor which separates the cargo from air and maintaining that condition. So a tank is already filled of cargo, and the empty space you fill with something that is called your padding. And why we are filling, so that the cargo does not react with water or any moisture or vapor. So the gas should be introduced. We are introducing a gas into the cargo tank. Mostly it is nitrogen. For it's done for your chemical tankers. Previously, if you have not introduced any inerting, through a connection at the top of the tank feeding directly into the alloy space. Compressed gas must not be introduced into the vessel tank through the manifold or pump stack, since doing so invites relatively larger volumes of gas, thus creating increased risk of displacing cargo. So there are small lines which are provided for nitrogen padding. You should use that, which are coming from your PV wall and your venting line. Other cargo lines are big, so you should not use them. And there are specific instruction which is given in the VCS or vapor manual in on the ship, so you should follow them. Then there are specific instructions about which type of nitrogen you have to use. So there are different categories of pure nitrogens. The minimum is in from the nitrogen generator. Then you have shore nitrogen, which is more pure. Then you have some nitrogen bottles from shore, which are much more purer. So which one you have to use, how much, and that will be given in the charter instructions. And each tank will require to have an operational manometer, and daily nitrogen log must be completed. So you have to maintain a daily nitrogen log also. Now let's see water padding. So on chemical tankers, so water padding is let's see, carbon disulfide. Carbon disulfide may be carried under a water pad. So this is a special cargo and under a suitable inert gas pad. So it can be, generally it is inert gas or nitrogen only, but you can put a water on top maybe. Carriage under water pad procedures. Provision shall be made to maintain a water pad in the cargo tank during loading, unloading, and transit. In addition, an inert gas pad shall be maintained in the alleged space during transit. Then, water or inert gas displacement may be used for discharging cargo, provided the cargo system is designed for the expected pressure and temperature. So, it might be that this cargo is heavier than water. So, if you put water, it might be floating on top, and you can, since it is saying carbon disulfide, so it must be not a very pure cargo. So, initially, you discharge or take out the water, and then you can discharge the cargo, but on the way you can put water so that it does not react. It must be reacting with other substances very easily because it's carbon. But you can see also inert gas is there. So practically you've never seen any water padding, but this is just procedure is given here. So basically, padding or inerting will depend on which gas we are using, depending on the purity of the cargo. More pure cargo, more pure padding or inert gas. So these details are already there in previous inert gas and other videos and nitrogen generator videos you can see. So nitrogen is colorless, odorless, and even in 20 seconds it can make you unconscious. So it's not poisonous, but because of oxygen lack you get unconscious, so you have to be very careful while handling the inert gas and this nitrogen. And there's no odor also, so you will not be able to identify. So put gas measuring instruments using is very important, and it's used because it is inert and does not react with most of the cargo, and it's used for maintaining the quality of cargo, and so that it does not react with oxygen and contaminate or changes the properties, to retard dangerous reactions, to remove moisture from the tank, and to avoid explosion. So we avoid explosion as per the flammability diagram, maintain unflammable atmosphere, and sometimes for gas freeing or to remove moisture, so that moisture should not react with some cargo, we uh, ventilate the tank with nitrogen gas so that it is very dry and it takes away all the moisture out. Nitrogen is lighter and will rise in the atmosphere and remain on top of the tank. So you put it from the bottom and it will rise and you can do the purging. Do not waste nitrogen by not understanding that heavier oxygen in the tank must be removed from bottom by higher or lighter nitrogen from top. So you should use a bottom line to remove the air when you are doing nitrogen inerting. But generally we don't do nitrogen inerting, we are doing only padding so you can put from top. When nitrogen padding, each tank must have its own pressure gauge. Of course, we all ships nowadays are having own pressure gauge. And prior to loading cargo requiring either a nitrogen blanket or an inerted tank, the whole tank should be pressurized to approximately the PV wall opening pressure. Any leaks, generally we have to maintain at least minimum 100 mm and up to the PV wall pressure 1200 or like that you can maintain the pressure. So even if little bit PV wall lifts up, it should not lift. So, and positive pressure should be maintained basically so that no air should enter inside. Any leaks should be rectified. Then only this nitrogen padding should be done. Because if there is leak, then pressure will release. There is no point. Then, as I told you, if the cargo is more pure, or as per the charter wants purer nitrogen, and cargo is more pure and expensive, we will use bottles, nitrogen bottles. So there is a store like CO2 room. We put nitrogen bottles like CO2 bottles, and uh, you have in the bottle tank a chemical tanker is industrial by dry by fraction evaporation of liquid air. So there are different nitrogen which are chemically dried and very expensive, generally not used. So similarly, a connection for any CO2 or any pressurized bottle, you need a regulator for opening, and there is a sometimes a drain cock, and you connect it to the nitrogen line. There is a connection given, and you put this gases in the tank. So that's all about nitrogen padding, and let's we will continue with the other topic.